Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Jason Nobles. I am a doctor at the Wellness Way in Green Bay, and today I want to present to you a story. Bruce's story, the story of Bruce and Julie, his wife. Bruce was a lifelong fitness fiend. He loved running. When he came in, he was actually training for a half Ironman, which is a lot of work, right? You gotta run, you gotta swim, you gotta bike. And while he was going through the process of this training, all of a sudden his entire body basically shut down. Every joint in his body was in extreme pain, so much so that he got referred to rheumatologists and they gave him steroids, right? Decrease the inflammation because he's in a massive amount of pain. It was tough going because when you're in that much pain for that long, it's not going to be 24 hours and you feel fantastic.
Hello, my name is Bruce Dudek, and this is my wife, Julie Dudek. I am 54 years old. I work for August Winters & Son out of Appleton. I've been here 34 years, and I'm a sheet metal journeyman. Anything to do with heavy fabrication. Basically, it has been my life. It really has been. I feel very strongly about work. I just enjoy it a lot. The guys I work with are amazing. My father was overweight in his late 40s and started to get into running. Got our whole family into running, and by then I was about 9 years old, and we would run road races on the weekends religiously all through the summer. Even my uncles would be involved, and it was a lot of fun. So it kind of got my career going, and I'm 54 years old, and to this day I'm still running. My goal of mine in life was to run the Boston Marathon. In 08, I qualified at the Fox Cities Marathon in Appleton. And then I proceeded to run the 2009 Boston Marathon. It was a great experience. My brothers and my father, we all went, and it was really neat.
Bruce was training for the half Ironman. That's been one of his goals ever since I've known him. So he was, doing some biking, swimming, working out, nothing that he couldn't handle. He's been doing that, again, ever since I've known him. And then one day he just woke up and was just sore and like moaning and, oh my gosh, I can't put my shoes on. Like it was clear he was in severe pain.
I couldn't even hardly move. Like my whole body, my muscles, everything shut down on me.
Every day I had to help him tie his boots, help him get out of bed, put his pants on. Just a lot of, worry and stuff for us. This wasn't typical of him. He was always so active and fit, always eating salads, good things, It was pretty difficult, it was pretty scary.
So I went and seen a doctor, and he recommended me to a rheumatologist, and went to a rheumatologist, and they took all kinds of blood work and tests, x-rays, and they couldn't find anything except they came up with telling me that I had arthritis, and it was something that I'm pretty much gonna have to live with. And the pain was so bad, I would go in there and just complain that nothing was working whatsoever. And they just said, well, we'll try this, and then we'll try that. And she's like, we haven't even brought the big guns out yet, was her comment she made to me, and it's scary. If I have to live like this the rest of my life, there's just no way, especially the lifestyle I'm used to living. Working out and running and, and feeling great, to one day not, it's a total nightmare.
One night we were laying in bed, we were just kind of falling asleep, and Bruce said to me, honey, I don't think I'm gonna live through my 50s. And it was really hard for me to hear. So,
I went through so many mental stages. She seen me go through a ton of them. I mean, you were amazing. She was amazing, but I can't even explain how you're in a whole different world. A coworker of mine came to me and said something to me, "Why, what's the matter?" And I kind of explained it to him, and he's like, I kind of had the same situation quite some time ago, He goes, and I wanted a wellness way in Green Bay. So just from hearing him say that.
I feel like it was a sign from God, definitely, that his friend at work, recommended the wellness way. Yeah, definitely. Our first appointment was July 7th. I'll never forget that day. We were really scared and nervous coming in here for the first time. When we saw Dr. Jason, he didn't even bat an eye. He was so positive about, we can definitely help you. I'm gonna start you off on some things, we're gonna do some testing, we're gonna get you better, and basically our goal is we never wanna see you again, I just had such a wonderful feeling knowing that everything was gonna be okay and we were definitely in the right place.
So when we met him, he couldn't even sit down. He stood the whole time in his office. I looked at him, I could tell he was suffering, and I must have looked like a deer in the headlights because I don't know. I looked at him and said, let's start here and figure out where you're at. So we had to do a lot of extensive labs, showed him exactly why he was in pain, right? That was the purpose of coming here, is why am I in this situation?
It's such a great relief to go into a doctor for a rheumatologist for 3 months and they didn't find anything. Looking at blood work and doing some x-rays, he knew right away that he was going to be able to help us out.
One of the main infections that showed up on the stool test was Candida albicans, which a lot of people have heard of, and it was in a spot where it was strong enough to be considered a pathogenic infection. So it was causing him massive amount of damage and stress to his body, but the pain is in the joints. Pain wasn't in the gut, right? But when you look to the inside, you'll find out why the outside hurts so much.
As far as Bruce's food allergies, we found out he was allergic to wheat, barley, and oats. Well, he ate oatmeal every day, wheat every day. Wheat flour we found is in a lot of the stuff too, so when we went to make homemade things, we have stuff like cassava flour, tapioca.
Well, like for the peanut butter, I substituted with sunflower butter. It tastes basically the same.
All of our vegetables, fruits, everything, we went strictly organic. His liver wasn't functioning the way it should, so that needed to be repaired and cleaned out as well.
That's the purpose of testing. Where is your body doing fine? Where does it need support? And if we can start giving your body support where it actually needs, now we can start getting it to climb out of that fight or flight state into a spot where it can actually heal. So when we looked at the labs and we showed them, look, this is what's going on. Let's get to work. Bruce and Julie jumped in 2,000% and did every single little thing that we asked them to do.
It's like almost night and day. How I feel now compared to how I felt back in April, May, June, even July, it's like night and day. Everybody, family, work, can see a huge difference in me. I'm back in the gym, lifting weights, running again, working out. It's an awesome feeling.
We've gotten to a point to where we've helped calm down his inflammation. We've helped him detox, clean out his body, and we've done retesting on him. He feels so much better. He's telling me I'm doing such an amazing job, but here's the cool thing. He's doing the work. He's healing his body. I'm just pointing him in a direction. But the fact that he's so involved in his own health means he's in charge of how he feels. So that's our job, right? We are the Wellness Way. We are a network of health restoration clinics that think and act differently to solve the health challenges that others can't. That's why Bruce came in. So I want to say, if you're out driving around in the Fox Valley and you see Bruce running around, give him a honk and a wave, and just tell him to keep on running.